Hey everyone, I made it to 1K subscribers. I know that's probably like nothing compared to other big channels, but that's still, something to me, and you are all something to me. So I started kind of looking back through some of my old videos, and I thought in honor of the 1K, I'd upload one of like the very first videos I ever did. It may be a little cringe, just a heads up, but I hope you enjoy. Thank you guys. Shout out to like the 1 or 2 people that always comment and like. I appreciate it. And yeah, so hope you enjoy. Hey everyone, it's spooky month. October is officially here. Okay, I didn't realize how squeaky this chair was going to be. Shh. Trying to make some videos here. Okay, so if you guys hear something, I didn't fart. It's the chair. Now look, we've all heard, well, not we've all heard, but if you're into spooky stuff like I am, then you've probably most likely heard about how spirits or demons can get attached to certain things sometimes, right? One of those famous items could be Annabelle, right? We all know Annabelle, the haunted doll that a demon attached itself to. Or, we've also heard stories where someone goes into an antique shop or antique store, maybe a thrift store, and they buy something, bring it back to their home, and all of a sudden all these unusual, strange things start happening because a spirit has attached to itself to that particular item. Today we are talking about not a haunted doll. Oh no, not a haunted box like in that movie where there's a demon in a box and then it possesses this little girl. Oh no, none of that. Today we are talking about none other than a haunted piñata. Yes, you heard me right. Piñata. A haunted piñata. Listen, piñatas are supposed to be fun. It's something you get to beat the crap out of and then candy comes out of it. And now there's a haunted one? What the hell? There is a man by the name of Mario Lara who owns kind of a party store in Mexico. Think of like Party City or a party store here, but in Mexico, right? So he has all the party supplies, balloons, plates, napkins, piñatas, etc. Now, first when I heard Mexico, I thought this has to be legit. But then when I heard it's a haunted piñata, look, I gotta give credit to the man. If this is fake, you gotta give him points or credit for creativity, because I have never ever heard of a haunted piñata before. So he gets this piñata. I don't know if it got shipped to his store. I don't know how that worked. But anyways, he gets this piñata and strange things start happening, right? So this piñata is actually supposed to be a replica, or the piñata is supposed to be Moana, okay? The real scary thing is that this is supposed to be Moana. Stop being so judgmental. Okay, so anyways, this piñata is supposed to be Moana, and he finds that this piñata is always on the floor. So he would pick it up, and then the next morning when he would open up the shop, it would be on the floor again. And then he would pick it back up, and then it would be on the floor again. So he's kind of thinking, that's strange. So he has these cameras installed in his store, right? And they're activated by, I guess, some sort of sensor. So if there's any movement or motion detected, they get activated. And so he starts seeing some strange videos of some of the piñatas starting to move by themselves. Now there's one particular video, and this piñata just kind of starts spinning. And at first I thought, well, that could just be the wind. But then the piñata just starts spinning faster and faster and faster and just out of control. So he decides to have a priest to come into his shop to, ¿cómo se dice? Para bendecir, like to bless the store basically, and to say, shoo shoo kukui, like go away demons, you're not welcome here, that kind of stuff. So he has this priest come in to bless the store, but things don't, nothing really improves. Things keep happening. Stranger things keep happening. For example, he says that drills and televisions that were not plugged into any power started turning on their own.
La cajita que voy a hacerle unos arreglos y todavía hay que pintarla de
And then also he starts finding hair, just clumps of hair, which Why hair? I don't know, but he starts finding hair, like large clumps of hair everywhere, and he's kind of thinking, where's this hair coming from? And it wouldn't just be, you know, a strand of hair, a little strand of hair here, a little strand of hair there. No, it would be clumps of fucking hair. And sometimes they would appear out of freaking nowhere. Then items started, you know, falling off the shelves or flying off the shelves, excuse me. There's one video where there's an employee, and I don't recall if she's cleaning or organizing some of the items, and then these napkins just kind of go right across, and they just fly across the store, right?
En ese momento esperábamos que cualquier cosa pudiera aparecer de la nada y asustarnos.
So anyways, he decides that, okay, you know what? This piñata is suspicious. I don't know how a piñata could be suspicious. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I'm trying to be serious. How is a piñata suspicious, you know? How do you come to that conclusion? You just look at it and go, you look suspicious. So he decides to lock this piñata in a room. But things are still, strange things are still happening. Weird shit's still happening. And then he decides to contact the shaman, and he says, you know what, this is what's going on with this doll. Can you please get rid of it? Do whatever you gotta do with it. So the shaman takes the doll away from his shop or his store. And Mario thought, okay, you know, now that the piñata's gone, things will get better. Things are back to normal. All the craziness will stop. But no, you guessed it. Things did not improve. If anything, things got worse, much worse. So he ends up calling the shaman again and telling him, you know what, can you tell me what you did with it? Because things have just escalated ever since we got rid of it, and now I want it back. So the shaman tells him where he put this piñata, you know, where he disposed of it. And so Mario Lara goes out and retrieves the piñata. And on his way back from bringing this piñata, he actually crashes and has an accident. And there's a video about this. And in the video, you could see a figure kind of behind him in the car. Now this figure is the same figure that was actually seen in another video in his store. Now this video, I think, is one of the most popular videos, if I'm not mistaken, but there's so many videos of the stuff happening in his store, but this is one of, I think, of the, what people say, the cringiest videos. So let me just show you the clip. Let's roll it, and then we'll come back and talk. That has to be fake, right? That has to be fake. I don't know. Listen, the thing about the internet nowadays, you don't know what's real or fake anymore. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. That humanoid figure that came up between all those, that piñata display, kind of looks like me every morning before I put makeup on. But anyways, look, those are the videos. You come to your own conclusion. Mario, ¿sabe qué? Si mira este video, yo soy bruja, invíteme a su tienda, yo allí me quedo. Listen, Mario, I don't play. I'm a witch. I will sage that piñata right quick. We will send that Moana into the ocean like no one knows how far it goes. That is the story of the Haunted Piñata, you guys. Had you ever heard of a Haunted Piñata before? Let me know in the comments. Do you believe this is real? Do you believe this is fake? Let me know. What do I think? Who cares? That doesn't matter. I'm just here to share this information with you. I think I'm gonna stop it there, and thank you for watching, I guess. Bye-bye.